We got a nice stack.
We're good.
We're good. Are you ready?
No.
I know you're not. You can see you're so nervous.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, fuck everybody, just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Hey guys, welcome back, welcome to my channel. So as you can tell by the title, I have my mum with me.
Hello.
She's not a reader, to say the least. She doesn't do books. Every time I get a new book, I get looks. So I thought, why not have like a really fun video and have my mum judge some of my books based off their cover and their first sentence. She's already dreading this. She does not do books at all. Are you ready?
I think so.
You ready? We're going to start from the top and just work our way down. And to be fair, the last book as well is quite comical title. Especially for today's video. It's quite comical. So the first one we have is The Silent Patient. So that's the cover.
Okay.
The first sentence, it doesn't give too much away in the first sentence. But it's the prologue. And it's a diary. And its first thing is, I don't know why I'm writing this. That's not true. Maybe I do know and just don't want to admit it to myself.
There's something that's obviously gone on with her and she's recounting what's happened.
Yeah. What sort of like, I know.
Thriller type thing? I would
This is
say
a thriller.
Yeah.
This is a thriller. 5 stars I gave it.
Okay.
So like, when you write a book, you rate it out of 5 stars.
Okay.
5 being like amazing, sticks with you, like. So yeah, this one is a thriller. Now the twist on this one,
she did it. With a twist, I can get.
Yeah, some of them, if they're not executed well, and it's just, it goes downhill. Or you can sometimes see things come in, but the ones that aren't are like the best ones. This one's Ruth Ozeki, which is the Book of Form and Emptiness. This is the tabbed one for anybody that can't see. I will put like pictures up. This is the Book of Form and Emptiness. This one had me in tears.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in tears for this one. I'll start with this bit because it says in the beginning. A book must start somewhere. One brave letter must volunteer to go first, laying itself on the line in an act of faith from which a word takes heart and follows, drawing a sentence into its wake. Traffic masses, and as soon a page and the book is on its way, find a voice calling itself into being. The book must start somewhere, and this one starts here.
Oh, I wouldn't have a clue about what genre that would come under.
So this one was another like 5-star read for me, and this one comes either as a contemporary or magical realism.
Okay.
So magical realism is like it's the real world portrayed, but with magical elements into it. So this one, like a reader, are meant for each other. Both of them know it. So yeah, after the tragic death of his father, 13-year-old Benny O begins to hear voices. The voices belong to things in the house and sound variously pleasant, angry, or sad. Then his mother develops a hoarding problem and the voices grow more clamorous. So Benny seeks refuge in the silence of a large public library. There he meets a mesmerising street artist with a smug pet pharaoh, a homeless philosopher poet, and his very own book, who narrates Benny's life and teaches him to listen to the things that truly matter. And yeah, so you kind of have the book talking to you and then the boy perspective. So yeah, right. That was more like contemporary writing. This one we have A Good Girl's Guide to Murder.
Oh, then this sounds like my sort of thing. How to plot somebody's murder. I could think, oh, yeah.
My mum grew up with 2 older brothers, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Just for reference. So this one, I'm going to have to go past a little bit because it's just sort of layouts of writing, so that wouldn't really give much.
No.
This says, Pip knew where they lived. Everyone in Little Kilton knew where they lived.
So is it somebody that got picked on and was payback for something? Seeking revenge or something?
I guess kind of you could say that based on one character. I guess kind of you could get that. But so this is a mystery.
Okay.
It's I think it's classed as YA as well. So I'll read the back because it's easier. So the case is closed. 5 years ago, schoolgirl Andy Bell was murdered by Sao Singh. The police know he did it. Everyone in town knows he did it. But having grown up in the same small town that was consumed by the murder, Pippa Fitz-Amobi isn't so sure. When she chooses the case as the top pick for her final year project, she starts to uncover secrets that someone in town desperately wants to stay hidden. And if the real killer is still out there, how far will they go to keep Pip from the truth?
Oh.
So this Sao Singh...
Murder mystery?
Yeah. So this Sao Singh was Andy's boyfriend.
Oh.
And the reason they say he knows he did it is because he committed suicide after.
Mm-hmm.
But actually it turns out... This was a 4-star.
Uh-huh.
Not quite 5-star. The rest of the books are good because then the next book follows...
Oh, it's a series, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
so there's 3. So the next book follows a friend of hers, his brother goes missing, and then the last one, it actually involves her being stalked.
No.
So I kind of go along.
Mm-hmm.
Next one, we have Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe.
Okay. You do read some weird title things.
See, I knew this would be interesting because my mum's not a reader at all.
No.
I've only ever brought my mum one book, and that was a Stephen Gerrard book, and she still hasn't read it, and she's a massive Stevie G fan.
Yeah.
And she
I started reading it. And then life took over.
On my shelf. So if you guys see my bookshelf tour, it's the same one I have on my shelf.
Yeah. I started reading it, but life took over.
She just doesn't read.
The thing is, I do have time to read.
She just doesn't like to do it.
You
can't sit and focus enough on it.
I can't sit and focus on it. There's too much going on in
it just puts you off.
Yeah, there's too much going on in my head to sit and focus on reading.
Did you find it? One summer night, I fell asleep, hoping the world would be different when I woke. In the morning, when I opened my eyes, the world was the same. I filled the sheets and lay there as the heat poured in through my open window.
Wouldn't have a clue where you're going with this one.
This is another 4-star book for me. It's close to being a 5-star. And it probably would be a 5-star if I reread it, but at the first read it was a 4.
Okay.
And it's a romance, and it's LGBTQ.
Okay.
So I'll read the back again because it's probably going to be easier. Aristotle is an angry teen with a brother in prison. Dante is a know-it-all with a unique perspective on life. When the two first meet, they seem to have nothing in common, but as they start spending time together, they develop a special friendship, the kind that changes lives and lasts a lifetime. Together, Ari and Dante will learn the most important truths about the universe, love, and the kind of people they want to be.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a real heartfelt, good,
yeah, I know
and
that.
obviously it's good, obviously, for the topic of the LGBT, and it does portray that, the stereotypes and the discrimination and the abuse that you get. It portrays it in there, and it shows how they deal with it. And
need to put stop to. Everybody's entitled to their
exactly.
opinion.
So that's what it is. And there is another book, and it follows them again after this book, and developing deeper their relationships and stuff. So but both books, these are some of my top favorite books.
No, that's good.
The next one is The House in the Cerulean Sea.
Oh, that's got a little bit of possibly a romance, slightly, going by the picture.
A little bit of romance. A little bit of romance on it. This first one is, oh dear, Linus Baker said, wiping the sweat from his brows. This is most unusual.
Oh, so is it a remote house that somebody's brought and they discover things, secrets of the house?
So this one's 5-star for me.
Okay.
And it's a fantasy.
All right.
So this follows, obviously, Linus Baker. And it actually has LGBTQ in it as well. No, good, thanks. So this is actually LGBTQ as well, which is a lot what this author focuses on as well.
Okay.
So this one is, he expected nothing, but they gave him everything. Linus Baker leads a quiet life. At 40, he has a tiny house with a devious cat and his beloved records for company. At the department in charge of magical youth, he spent many dull years monitoring their orphanages. Then one day, Linus is summoned by extremely upper management and given a highly classified assignment. He must travel to an orphanage where 6 dangerous children reside, including the Antichrist. There, Linus must somehow determine if they could bring on the end of days, but their guardian, charming and enigmatic Arthur Paranus, will do anything to protect his wards. As Arthur and Linus grow ever closer, Linus must choose between duty and his dreams. So, like, the kids, obviously they're magical youths, they all have different abilities, like we say, one's the Antichrist, but like they're all so sweet and like they slowly wear him down from what he knows or has been told and knows in his roles he should do.
Okay, yeah.
And eventually he leaves that role, goes there with them, and yeah, so the house is where they go to be safe. It's obviously out in the middle of anywhere. They do have, like, I think it's one day a week, one day a month, where they go into the human sort of town, but then they don't want them there, and so it sort of goes through that and sort of again, like, discrimination and accepting people.
Okay.
We're on to the last 2.
Okay.
So the first one we have is Verity by Colleen Hoover.
Okay.
I haven't read this edition. I have read the book, but this one's got the exclusive chapter, so I've not read the last chapter yet, but I do know obviously what happens. This one is a 5-star.
Okay. Well, the fact that you've gone and got the book with this special edition thing in it, it's got to be good. Yeah.
Yeah, 5-star for me. It's a good one.
Okay. Yeah.
It says open if you dare as well, which is quite fitting.
Oh.
You ready? I hear the crack of his skull before the splashing of blood reaches me.
Oh, you do half read some things. Okay. Obviously another thriller again.
Yeah,
then.
this thriller.
Murder mystery type.
Yeah,
Included. Yeah.
So this follows Verity.
Yeah.
So and the last one.
I'm glad my mum died.
I'm glad my mum died by Jennette.
Thanks, love. Actually survived, but okay. Okay.
It's a 5-star read for me.
I'm sure it is.
Anyway, I'll read the first bit. It's a strange how we always give big news to loved ones in a coma, as if a coma is just a thing that happens from a lack of something to be excited about in your life.
Okay. So did a tragic accident happen to the mother and she didn't, if she'd survived, she would have been in the vegetable state, as they called it?
So actually this is a non-fiction.
All right.
So this is actually Jennette McCurdy's life story, still dealing with a lot of the repercussions of that.
Yeah.
To this day.
All right.
Okay. So that one's actually a non-fiction.
Okay.
This one's not made up at all. Yeah. So it's actually Jennette McCurdy's life.
Hi. I'm very happy. Oh wow.
Yeah, I know, and I knew the title would be quite shocking to hear.
Yeah.
And obviously that is like what it's there for, to make it shocking, but
get it noticed.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it is.
So,
It's very
quite a mixture
triggering.
of books there.
Yeah, that is very triggering because it goes into a lot of detail about her eating disorder, but it is awareness at the same time.
Okay.
So yeah, that's just an array of the books that I read. I could have gone a lot more worse. If you guys have seen reading vlogs, you know I could have gone a lot more.
Yeah, we have a few.
Just a few. Just a few.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys liked the video, like, comment. Let us know if you want us to do a part 2.
Okay.
If you find it funny. Let us know. But I will catch you guys in the next video because I'm going to head off because I've got my launch in like 5 minutes.
Absolutely.
If that. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to keep smiling, be kind, keep reading. Bye guys.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna